Sun City recently played host to the 6th round of the SA Off-Road Car Racing Championship presented by ABSA. Grobler and Leek lost time when they had to stop to remove the bonnet, which had come loose on the Nissan and were being chased hard by special vehicle category leaders Brandon Harkis and Gary Bertold in the Nissan V6 powered Bat, who in turn were followed by Duncan Foss and Mike Griffith in the proudly South African Nissan hardbody. Gibson maintained his overall and class-leading position in the Presidium Financial Services Nissan Primera powered Bat. A third successive Class B win seemed likely for the KwaZulu-Natal driver. Castrol Toyota pair Mark Ronier and Chris Birkin were on their way to another Class E win and a podium finish. Grobler and Prinsloo held station in the GDS Racing Nissan hardbody and would ultimately come home 4th overall and walk away with a Class D win. Terence Marsh and the severely dehydrated Trevor Ayer started 48th in the Nashua Mobile Gymco and carved their way through the field to finish 3rd overall in the special vehicle category and 2nd in Class A, ahead of John Moore and Fred Werner in the Shell Connex Chenoweth. Kasi Kutsia and new father Aki Fourie finished 5th overall in the production vehicle category and 2nd in Class E behind Castrol Toyota teammates Grenier and Birkin, and managed to keep brothers Andre and Yuri Duplessis in the BB Auto Nissan at bay. Rashid and Faisal Noble survived all manner of problems to bring the Abe's Furniture ACECO home 5th overall in the special vehicle category, ahead of the Rollerbach Racing JRE of Class B contenders Marcus Taylor and Marc de Chalet. Petersburg-based Arnold Duplessis and George Baker went on to finish 7th overall in the production vehicle category and 2nd in Class D, while Gil Nel soldiered on in the Luke Africa Truggy to earn valuable points in the Special Vehicle Championship. Scott Abraham and Richard Carolyn had a day they would rather forget. A rock jammed between a rear brake caliper and the wheel rim and ripped the caliper from its mounting. They picked up 4 punctures and lost the roof of the Atlas Copco Chicago pneumatic Jeep, but still managed to finish 8th overall in the production vehicle category and 3rd in Class T. Sam Muller and Feroz Duda recorded their first national championship finish in the Cornbake Foods Gymco when they finished 8th overall in the special vehicle category and 5th in Class A. Capetonians Bez and Dion Besaidner brought the Adenko Sandmaster home 9th overall and 4th in Class B, while Kutsia Labuskachny and Johan Gerber gave Nissan a clean sweep in Class D by finishing 3rd in class in the GBS Racing Nissan hardbody. Meltson took the Class S honours in the Super Veg Raceco by a mere 16 seconds from rivals Goslar and Bowie in the O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel Super Team Raceco, and they are now joint leaders in the Class S Championship. Husband and wife Andrew and Janet Fulton were the last placed finishers in the Class B TAC Sandmaster. So much has been said and written about the sheer mastery of veteran rally and off-road driver Hannes Grobler, so why not sit back and enjoy the bird's-eye view from the Kopenhagen Hotel Medical and TV helicopter. Six starts and 5 overall victories this season for Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek.
It went very well, and I must say Richard did a very, very good job today. It was not easy to drive in the front looking for the route. I think if you look at the tracks on the second and third loop where the guys went wrong, I think we were very lucky to get the right route, and we went once or twice just for 10 seconds or so wrong. But luckily we found the right route and we stayed in the front, and the car was just unbelievable, and the team did a great job, and we won.
Both Brandon Harkes and Gary Berchelt have shown great maturity this season. They seem to have rid themselves of the red haze that was their trademark in years gone by, and which proved to be their undoing on more races in the past than they cared to remember. Another triumph for South African ingenuity and BAT Racing.
Very tough race. Cars going to have sore cars, sore bodies. Only one incident, RP hit us in the corner, I don't know, I think he lost his brain. After that we changed the flat wheel and we carried on going, and besides that, no hiccups. Car was excellent, routed extremely rough.
Duncan Foss and Mike Griffith made it a Nissan 1-2 in the production vehicle category.
Our brakes went, then we had some punctures, and it was just a case of getting the car to the end, and thank God it held out. Give him a big hug.
Clint Gibson made it a BAT 1-2 when he crossed the line second overall in the Class B Presidium Financial Services BAT.
I found the track to be extremely busy, very rough. Very physically demanding, but yeah, the car held together. We had a couple of little hiccups, but apart from that, yeah, can't complain. It's good to be number one.
Another giant-killing performance from Mark Ronier and Chris Birkin in the Class E Castrol Toyota Hilux.
I must say that it's definitely one of the toughest ones. It's right up there because I didn't expect the terrain to change as much as it did, and we go from nice, fast, smooth stuff into serious rocks, and out of the stuff again straight into serious rocks, and that's what causes the punctures. So yeah, we just try to keep it off the rocks, but it's not always possible.
Another class win for Nissan as GBS racing pair Grobler and Prinsloo crossed the line to take the Class D honours.
We struggled on the second loop. We lost brakes halfway through the lap. We passed Cornier on the second loop. Eventually we lost the lead after the second pits. We had to repair the brakes. But in the third loop it went well. Picked up some paces again. We couldn't catch Cornier. Cornier was our target today. Fortunately we couldn't catch him and pass him. But I think we had a good day. And I just want to thank my team.
We spent some time with Belgian visitor Gregoire de Mavius after the Sun City 400.
In the beginning of the year I was not so busy with the motorsport, so I thought I would start my own little team. And I thought that in Europe there's not so many of those two-wheel drive buggies. So I tried to find a way to get some chassis, FIA rules chassis. So I started to phone America, of course, but they were not so keen to work with the Europeans, or they said, yeah, call me back in 6 months. So I found out the BAT, Brandon's internet site, so I get up in contact with Brandon, and then I can feel that he was directly on the ball to do it. So I came to visit him, and I ordered 2 cars for Baja next year in Europe, and also rallies in Europe. So it's a car to be rent to people who want to drive something else than a 4x4. Yesterday I found very difficult to see the route in the bushes, because we don't have the markers in our races. We just have the road book. So I think our road book are just a bit slightly more precise, because we don't have the markers. So in the beginning I didn't know really where to look. Sometimes I think the green marker was a good one, because green is a good color normally. It means you can go there. But I understand that's the wrong way. So we just lost 6 or 7 minutes in a riverbed yesterday, because we were in riverbed and then we had to go out directly. And I was focused by the riverbed, so I went into it, and then there was no more markers, and we have to turn around. We were stuck, so it was interesting. But then we managed to get to the finish, and of course when you are, you know that you are 30 on the classification, it's not so good. So, but that's part of the game. It was good fun. I mean, those cars are really wild, with no windscreen. If you cross a river, you have all the water on your face, so I'm not used to that, but it's good fun. We start well on the first loop. We have a lot of cars to catch, because our car is a fast two-wheel drive with a big power engine. So we catch up all the guys, and so they told me the technique is to use the horn, and then if nothing happened, they said you have to push a little bit. So I feel sorry for the guys, but it's not easy to push gentle, because sometimes you want to come close, and then the guy start to slow down, because there's a corner that you don't see, of course. So but apparently it's used to do it here. It's the first time I do that. So it was okay until the middle of the second lap. I gradually have a big pain in my stomach. I don't know what's, now it starts to go away. So I was really like a big cramp, and we stop and we wait, but each time we start again, it came back. So we decided to stop, because I could not keep the speed, and all the people I passed on the first loop, they were passing me again. So I was very sad, but then we decided to come back to the pits.